Today we're going to do a little bit of an energetic flow. It's a bit windy here in Miami, but I'm making the best of it and enjoying the sunshine outside. I decided to do my practice outside today. So we're going to come to a standing position at the top of your mat. Palms are pushing into each other and hands are at your heart center. Ensuring that you're aligned, your shoulders, hips, and heels one straight line, making sure your tailbone is tucked. Focusing on the breath here. Setting your intention for your practice. Inhaling and exhaling. You can set a simple intention just to have fun maybe, or you can set an intention for gratitude. Whatever it is, seal that intention with one big inhale, arms above the head. And then exhale, bringing the hands down to heart center. Keeping the eyes closed. Inhaling the hands above the head. Exhaling, arms out to the side, swan diving down, hands to your mat in front of you. Forward fold here. You can grab the elbows to rock left and right, letting the head hang heavy, releasing any tension in the neck. And then inhale, coming up, looking halfway, straighten your back, flat back. Exhale, folding forward again, hinging at the hips, dropping the head heavy. Bringing the feet a little bit closer to each other, inhaling, bringing the arms above the head all the way up. You can do a nice little back bend here if you like. Exhaling, hands down to your sides in mountain pose. Everything is aligned here in this pose. Taking a few breaths here. Inhaling the arms above your head. And then interlacing your fingers except for your thumb and your index finger. So point the index fingers up. And then bringing the feet mat width apart. Squatting all the way down, keeping the arms above your head, activating your pelvic muscles here, and then coming back up, all the way up, stretching up to the sky. Exhale the hands to heart center. And then one more time, we're going to lower down, keeping the hands at heart center in Yogi Squat here now. Elbows are pushing against the knees. Back is flat. You can always use a block or blanket under your butt here if you need the support. Really keeping the chest open. Anytime we do poses and exercises, opening the chest, that's inviting energy into the body, being more energetic. You'll notice your spirits are lifted. Folding forward, hands down to your mat, hips go up to the sky, dropping the head. And then inhale, look up halfway, coming up all the way, stretching the hands up to the sky. Slight back bend here, opening the heart. Exhale, hands to your sides, mountain pose. Inhale, the arms up above head. Exhale, swan diving forward, dropping the head, hands to your mat. Inhale, look up halfway, flat back. Exhale, stepping the right and then the left leg back into plank position here. Holding the plank for a few breaths, then dropping your knees to your mat, chin and chest, pushing up into your cobra. Chest is lifted. And then curling the toes under, pushing back into your first downward dog here. You can pedal the legs, warming up those hamstrings, making whatever movements you need to make to warm the body up, warm those legs up. Going up to the tippy toes, pushing back, ultimately pushing energetically through your heels. Heels down to as close to the mat as possible, pushing through all of your fingertips. Fingers are spread wide, using your entire palm. Inhale, right leg goes up to the sky, pushing through the right heel, bending that right knee back, opening the right hip. Exhale, lowering the right leg down. Inhale, left leg goes up to the sky, pushing through the left heel, opening that left hip, bending the left knee back. Exhale, lowering the left leg down to your mat. Coming up to your tippy toes, walk your feet to meet your hands at the top of your mat. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms come up all the way up above your head, standing. And then exhale, hands come down to your sides, mountain pose. Taking a few breaths here. Inhaling, arms go all the way up above your head, opening the chest. Exhale, swan dive down, hands to your mat. Inhale, look up, flat back. Jump or stepping back into your plank, chaturanga or knees, chin and chest, upward facing dog. Pulling the shoulders back here, opening the chest. Curling the toes under, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Pushing through the heels and the palms. Tailbone is up to the sky. Inhale, right leg goes up, pushing through the heel. Exhale, bringing that right knee towards your chest, and then stepping the right foot in between your hands. Coming up into warrior one, hands or arms are straight, shoulders are down away from your ears. Exhale, hands down to your mat. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, pulling the shoulders back, opening the chest, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes up to the sky, push through the left heel, bringing the left knee to your chest and then stepping the left foot in between the hands. Right foot pivots 45-degree angle, flat on the floor, arms coming up straight. Pushing up to the sky, exhale, hands come down to your mat. Stepping back, take a chaturanga into upward facing dog. Peeling those shoulders back and then pushing back into your downward facing dog. Staying here for a few breaths. Looking up, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming up all the way, arms above the head. Exhale, hands to your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up above the head, sitting back into chair pose now, making sure the knees don't pass your toes. Keeping the arms straight, bringing the hands to heart center. Inhale and twisting to your right, locking the left elbow to your right knee. Hands stay, palms pushing into each other, stay at heart center, or option to open up the arms. Bringing hands to heart center, coming back to center, and then twisting to the left side, locking the right elbow to your left knee, making sure your hands stay to the center of your chest. Option to open the arms straight. Coming back to center, pushing the arms straight, shoulders are relaxed, down away from your shoulders, hinging forward, hands to your mat, hips go up. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, step or jump back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, peel the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg goes up to the sky. Exhale, right foot steps in between the hands, coming up into warrior one. Pivoting into warrior two, arms stretch out on either side of you, looking towards your right fingertips. Pushing back, reversing the warrior, dropping the left hand to left leg. Right arm goes overhead. Nice stretch on your right side. Keeping the right knee bent. And then exhale, extended side angle, left arm goes over your head, right elbow to the right knee. Option to drop the right hand down to your mat. Option to go for the bind, making sure the chest stays lifted. Don't turn your chest towards the floor. If you have your bind, you want to try going for bird of paradise, bringing that left foot to the front of your mat, grounding through the left foot, looking at your left big toe while you slowly lift that right knee up, and then shifting the gaze to a point in front of you. Try to straighten that right leg up as high as you can go. And slowly coming back down into extended side angle, pivoting, bringing the right foot to the outside of your hands, dropping the left knee if you'd like. We're going to push that right knee away with our right hand, opening the chest. Option to drop onto your left elbow and continue pushing that knee open. Nice stretch here, breathing into it. And then coming back up, we're going to pivot that left foot to flat on your mat, pushing back onto the left foot, extending the right leg, keeping the right heel to your mat. Hands are at heart center, getting a nice stretch here. Right leg is straight, left knee is bent. And then shifting over back to the front of your mat in your high lunge position. Hands are to your mat, stepping that left foot to the front of your mat in Yogi Squat. Then tilting forward, you can go into your crow. Try your crow here. Hands come down to your mat, knees go into the triceps, looking up and forward, getting those toes as high as you can. And once you're here, shooting back into your chaturanga. Upward facing dog, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes up to the sky, stepping the left foot in between your hands. Coming up into warrior one. Pivoting into your warrior two. Arms are outstretched. Reverse your warrior. Drop your right hand to your back right leg. Left arm goes up above your head, extending, pushing through all the way through your fingers. And then going into your extended side angle, bringing your left elbow to your left knee. Right arm goes over your head. Option to drop the left hand down, keeping the chest open. Option to go for your bind. Notice my chest is not facing the floor. It's open to the side. If you have the bind, go for bird of paradise on this side as well if you'd like to try it, or if you have it already, focusing on that right toe, looking down until you get the knee up, and then shifting your gaze forward, one point in front of you. Try stretching out that left leg, and then slowly coming back down, stepping back into your lunge, pivoting, putting your hands down to your mat. Left foot is on the outside of the left hand, dropping the knee if you'd like, and then pressing our left knee away from us with our left hand. Option to go down to the right elbow and press that left knee out. Staying here for a few breaths. Coming back to our hands, stepping the right foot flat onto your mat, pushing back, bending the right knee, left leg remains straight, keeping the balance here, hands to heart center, getting a nice stretch here. And then shifting again to the front, left leg, high lunge position, stepping that right foot to the front of your mat into Yogi Squat. Dropping the right hand in front of your right knee, extending the left hand up to the sky, looking up. Coming back to center. Dropping the left hand in front of your left knee, extending the right arm up, looking up to the right fingertips. Coming back to center. Hands down to your mat, folding forward, bringing the feet a little bit closer, about hip width apart. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, grabbing the toes, pulling down. Elbows go out to the side. Pulling your chest down towards your thighs. Head is dropped. Inhale, coming up halfway, straight back. Exhale, placing the palms underneath the feet, toes massaging your wrists, bending, folding forward at the hips. Inhale, coming up, bringing the feet together. Inhale, bringing the arms all the way up above your head. Breathing, exhaling, hands to heart center. And here we're going to do some standing balancing poses. So, tree pose. Bringing the right foot into the inside of your left thigh. Keeping hands at heart center. Chest is lifted, staying here, or extending the arms like the branches of a tree. Rooting through the left foot, left leg. Exhale, hands to heart center, dropping that right foot down to your mat. Doing the same on the opposite side now. Left foot comes to the inside of your right thigh. Hands to heart center. Keeping the hands here, breathing, keeping your focus, or extending the arms. Rooting through the right leg, and then slowly bringing that left leg down to your mat. Standing to the top of your mat once again. Inhaling the arms above your head. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, jump or step back into your chaturanga, upward facing dog. Pushing back into your downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here. Finding stillness in that downward facing dog, then walking your feet up to meet your hands. Placing your feet mat width apart. And then slowly coming down into a squat, into your Yogi Squat. And sitting onto your mat. Knees are bent. Hands are going to be outstretched about shoulder height. And then slowly lifting the feet up off of your mat. Knees can stay bent here in both pose, or if you'd like to make it a little more challenging, straighten those legs, making sure you keep your back flat and core is activated here. And then slowly lowering down to your mat. From here we're going to do bridge pose, bringing the heels towards the butt, pushing the hips up to the sky, shoulders come under you, clasping the hands underneath you, arms are straight. Keeping your focus here no matter what is going on around you. I got all these crazy waves, wind, but focusing on my practice here. And then lowering those hips down to your mat. You can do bridge again or go for your full wheel, placing the hands by your ears, by your shoulders, and pushing all the way up. Strong core, strong back, keeping the chest open, giving enough space between your feet and your hands to protect your back. Holding for a few breaths and then slowly lowering down, pushing the palms into each other and placing your hands on your third eye. Ground here. And curl the knees to your chest. Give yourself a big hug, nice massage for the lower back. And then coming up into a seated position, we're going to push up into our plank. Holding the plank here for a few breaths, keeping the core strong. Don't push the hips up too high. You want one nice straight line from your head all the way down to your feet. Feeling your strength here, holding up the weight of your entire body. Coming down onto the elbows. Holding here for a couple breaths. And then from here, walking the feet up towards your head, lifting the hip up to the sky, Dolphin Pose. This is the start of another arm balance, but for now you can just stay in Dolphin Pose here. Trying to get the hips above you, above the shoulders. Then walking back slowly and coming down, bringing the hips down to your mat. Nice arch in your back here. Lifting the chest up and then slowly lowering down, grabbing the ankles now with your hands. Inhale, lift upper and lower body. And then slowly lowering back down, pushing back into a child's pose. Taking a few breaths here. Take a few breaths here in your child's pose. Then coming back up, hands and knees. Here we're going to do some cat and cows. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, curling the back, dropping the head. Doing this a few times. Inhale, arching the back, looking up. Exhale, arching the back, dropping the head. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, arching the back, dropping the head. Coming to neutral back, neutral spine. Bringing the legs through your hands, sitting onto your mat, and then laying all the way back. And here, we're going to take a few breaths, and then going for an inversion here. You can put your feet up high above you. You can also bring your feet up against a wall. You can also go into shoulder stand, bringing the legs all the way up, using your hands onto your lower back for support. Elbows are inwards towards each other. If you have your shoulder stand here, keep up for a few breaths. And then slowly bringing the toes overhead, trying to get your toes to touch the floor. Only if your toes are touching the floor and you're firm there, then you can let go of the lower back, extending the arms, clasping the hands. If your toes are not touching the floor, keep your hands on your lower back. If you are on the floor, you can also bring your knees towards your ears. And then slowly, if you're in shoulder stand, wherever you are, slowly rolling down to your mat, bringing the legs all the way down. Taking a few breaths here. Bringing one knee to the chest, twisting, pulling that right knee with your left hand to the left side, looking towards your right. Exhale, release. Inhale, bringing the left knee to your chest. Exhale, twist that left knee to the right with your right hand, looking towards your left. And then coming to Shavasana on your mat, laying quietly, stillness, focusing on your breath, letting your feet hang, letting your arms, face, everything relax. Forgetting anything that's going on around you, any distractions, focusing here on your breath. Complete relaxation here. If any thoughts or distractions arrives, you acknowledge them and then just let them go. And just focus on your breath to push everything that doesn't serve you out of the way, and inhale anything good for you, positivity, gratitude. Focusing on the breath. Feeling a warm sense of warmth surrounding you, white light surrounding your entire being. And then slowly bringing awareness to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, keeping the eyes closed, face relaxed. Focusing on this white light that's around you. Gently coming to your side in a fetal position. Curling the knees towards you, laying on one side. Slowly make your way to a seated position. Legs can be crossed. Opening the palms. Keeping the eyes closed, still focusing on the breath, that white light radiating, that energy radiating from you. Carry that feeling with you for the rest of your day, starting your week with this way, this energy, this feeling. Inhaling, hands to heart center. And then exhaling, namaste. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to do a little bit of an energetic flow.